So when she finally went into labor, she went in late in the afternoon and then quit. And sometimes, you know, llamas can control what we consider to be involuntary muscles. And so we thought that it had just gotten too late in the day, and she decided she was going to wait. And the next day, she never went back into labor. And so at noon, we called our vet, and he came out, and he properly diagnosed a uterine torsion. And what they used to do with that is they would put the animal on a board, and a bunch of strong men would turn the animal while the vet held on to the baby and the uterus and try to rotate it back around to clear it. But they don't do that anymore. They just, this is a C-section type of thing now. So we took her to the vet school, and because they had not seen a llama in an emergency situation, they made a few mistakes and wound up not being able to intubate her. So they had to do the operation under injectables, and she vomited halfway through the operation and started strangling on her own vomit. So they had to do a tracheotomy. And when they did that, they nicked her esophagus, and it took her 4 days to essentially drown in her own rumen fluid. But they saved her baby. When they first went in there, they got the C-section done because they knew it was dead. They hadn't heard a heartbeat, and it twitched. And they said, "Oh my goodness, this thing is alive." And I had gone back to do chores, and Marty said she heard them say, "Oxygen to treatment room 3, stat." And that was to try to revive this little baby. And one of the vet students came out about 20 minutes later and told Marty, "You have to come and see this." And Marty said she walked in, and there's this little baby sitting on one of the carts, one of the stainless steel carts that they use to move equipment around, all wrapped up in a towel, looking around, checking everything out. Cool, this is neat. And that was John Petty. And so that's why John Petty will never be leaving this farm. But we lost Mary 4 days after he was born. So that was tough. That was probably the hardest thing, because we had put so much emotional investment into her to try to get her to allow the things that all of our other llamas allowed, like being haltered and getting petted and getting brushed and that sort of thing. But it was fun. It was fun getting John Petty home. Well, look at you, you brave llama. Come on, Accolade. Come on in, I'll give you a ride. Not so much?
Neither one of us ever wanted to have kids. That has never been an issue. We knew from the time we were married that we didn't want to have
Both
kids.
of us grew up in an area where ZPG, if you said ZPG, everybody knew what it meant. You probably don't know what it means, do you? ZPG is zero population growth, and it was something that was very important to us in the 70s, because it was very apparent that we were about to overpopulate this earth to the point that there were going to be an awful lot of people that weren't going to have very much. And for some reason, that has gone by the wayside, and the problem is more urgent now than it was in the 70s. But I don't know, nobody seems to think it's important. Hello.
All right.
Hello. Hello, it's a baby.
Right.
Hey, 2 feet.
We got ourselves a baby in Twilight.
2 feet.
Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Nobody knows. Look.
Talking to yourself, taking a drive.
Yep.
Were you kidding?
Hi, sweetie.
Doesn't matter. I'll never hear it anymore. Gotta get past the negative thing. Lawyers in business, get what you write. No one's sorry. You did it yourself.
Hold still, sweetheart.
It's time to relax now and then give it hell.
I know her. She's looking for a place to lie down.
You'll find what you're looking for. Someday you'll find what you're looking for.
Hey, sweetie.
beat the Giants,
Hey, sweetheart.
and David came on.
Oh, that was a big push. That was a big push. Do it again. Do it again.
Count on
Do it
that.
again. Come on.
Gee, half the
Put those
money's
shoulders
gone.
up.
A month is still
Oh,
gone.
just
Where are you gonna go now? Things
push,
are
push,
closing
push
in.
me, push. Oh, that was it. That was it. That was a good
Trust
touch.
someone.
Try again. Try again. Try again. Push. Oh, that was
Someone
shoulders.
you trust. Gotta be careful.
Good girl, Twyla. Good girl.
There we go.
Go to your brother.
That
Good
was
girl,
it.
Twyla. That's it. Good girl.
That's it, sweetie. That was the hard part.
Good girl, Twyla.
Another push. Another push, baby.
You can take a little break.
Everything you're looking
Total whack.
Whoa, here she
Oh,
comes.
I was not ready. I was not ready, Twyla. Come on. Come on. Okay. Up. There we go. There we go.
everything you're looking
Oh, I see. Must be a male. It's trying to stand up already. Good girl, Twyla. That's a pretty good sized baby for low 330s.
You did it, Twyla. You did good. These are black babies. These are black babies. The colors Jeannie wanted. One of the sexes Jeannie wanted.
everything you're looking for.
Hey, Twyla. That's your baby, isn't it, sweetie? That's your baby.
One more big score. What are you trying to prove?
Well,
Try to get closer, but not too close. Try to get through, but not be through. No one can touch you now. I can touch you now. You're invisible. Got too many secrets. Bob Dylan said that. Something like that. Someday you'll find everything you're looking for.
my wife is fond of saying that when I first moved out here, she said, well, are you going to feel okay living in North Carolina? Because, you know, we both talked about how wonderful Oregon was. And I said, yeah, I got no problems with this. But I don't want to be living here when I'm 40. And the year that I turned 40, we had moved into our house out here the previous September. And I woke up that morning of my birthday, to find that my wife had hung a sign across the inside of our great room that said, I certainly don't want to be living here when I'm 40. Which I thought was pretty hilarious. Just like that old saying, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Now I can't imagine living anywhere but here. I'm going to put it in my will. When I die, I want my ashes scattered on the ponds.